Hey guys, it's Rose with Roselikescrochet. How is everybody doing? You should be seeing this video on Wednesday, December 7th, 2022, and this will probably be the last Etsy shop update for the year. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose and I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot and I make these stitch markers. I have so many stitch markers in my Etsy shop. We're eventually going to have a big sale, but that probably won't be until January. And I'll talk more about that on one of my yarn yakking videos coming up. But go and favorite the shop if you can, and favorite some stitch markers. Even if you can't afford to buy it, it really does help me out a whole lot. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple of batches of stitch markers that I'm going to show you. I will tell you how many I have of each, and about how many I have of each. And I think that will get started. Please remember to utilize the search function in my Etsy shop if you can't find something. It should be kind of self-explanatory. For example, this set will be under like Winnie the Pooh. There's some Starbucks stuff, so you can search for Starbucks. There's dragonflies, so you can search for dragonflies. Or you can just search the stitch marker section of my shop. All right, so one other thing before I get started, I do only ship on Wednesdays and Saturdays. This week, unfortunately, or fortunately for me, I have a craft fair on Saturday, so I will not be shipping on Saturday. Instead, I will be shipping on Monday, which is the 12th, I think. Yes, so please don't expect to see any shipping information this Saturday just because I will be at a craft fair all day. All right, so we're gonna get started. I thought these were so cute. You guys would like to see them. I'm going to start over here. So I have this Red Bull stitch marker. I have 5 of these. I have, what is this? This is a Monster. That's a Monster drink. I have 5 of those. This is, it looks like some Hennessy. I don't know, I'm not a liquor drinker, guys. So, but I thought that was really kind of cool if you like that kind of stuff. And this one is a Guinness bottle. Check that out. Okay, so then we're gonna go over to, I have a single Winnie the Pooh. I have 5 of him. I have this adorable piglet. I have 5 of him. I've got this little cute Tigger. He's all by himself. I've got 5 of him. And then I have a set of all 4 characters, and there's 5 of those. Unfortunately, I could not find another Eeyore, so I couldn't make a different set. So if you guys want a whole set, I have 5 of those. If you want singles, the only one I don't have a single of is Eeyore. So that's what I've got for that. I found Dumbo. I've got 5 of him. I've got 2 different kinds of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. So there's that one and that one, 5 of each. These are the really pretty dragonflies that I have. I think I have 7 or 8 sets of those. And then we're gonna go over to the Starbucks. I have 1 of each of these, like the different colored coffee cups. So I have 1 pink, I have 1 black, 1 brown, 1 yellow, 1 green. And then I've got, I don't drink Starbucks either, you guys. I'm so boring. I have these, what are these? Like these, they have like whipped drinks. Okay, so there's whipped cream on them. So I have like 5 or 6 of these in the brown and 5 or 6 in the pink. And then this hot pink one, I have 5 or 6 of those as well. So then this is the Starbucks bubble tea. It actually does have the Starbucks logo on it. They don't like to sit well when they're laying down. But there you go, there's the Starbucks logo. I only have 1 of each of these, so it's the boba tea. I have 1 of that color, 1 light pink, 1 red, 1 lime green, and 1 of these brown ones. And then the last couple for this batch, I have a Corona can. I have a Budweiser can. And then you guys, this, I don't know if you can see it, it's Absolute Vodka. I have 5 of those as well. All right, you guys, here is the next batch that I have. I also wanted to remind you that I do only ship on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Like I said, normally this week I will be shipping not on Saturday, but next Monday. And just so you know, the default shipping is United States Postal Service first class mail. There is tracking with that, but there is no, you can't make a claim on that if something gets lost. I have checked the prices on Priority and it's almost double. So Priority doesn't really get it there any faster. It's just that you can make a claim on it if something gets lost. So just so you guys are aware, I'm also not taking special requests at this time just because I don't have time. And yeah, I think if you have any questions on anything, I would prefer, instead of you sending me a message on Etsy, if you would just email me, roselikescrochet@gmail.com. I have been getting lots of messages on Etsy after like 11 o'clock at night, and I get dinged as a star seller if I don't respond in a timely fashion. So I would really appreciate it if anyone has any questions to email me instead of sending a message via Etsy, unless you can do it during like normal waking hours of like a person that works 9 to 5. So, all right. So this batch here, I have this, I think his name is Charizard. He is a character from the Pokemon series. I have 5 of him. Then we have R2-D2. I could not find C3PO, so we only have R2-D2 from Star Wars. I have 5 of him. I have Darth Vader and a Stormtrooper. I have 5 sets of those guys. We've got some Betty Boop, because you can't go wrong with Betty Boop. And then I have these adorable little unicorns. So hopefully you guys can see I have a couple sets of each. This is like a light pink. And then I have a lavender color and I have an aqua color. So a couple sets of each of those. And then for those of you who like Jack Skellington, there you go. There's this handsome guy. I have 5 of him. And then if you're hungry and you don't want the calories, I've got some potato chips for you. And if you really like potato chips, I've got this set of Pringles potato chips. I have a couple sets of those. It comes with the pin, so you guys can use the pin to like hold the rest of your stitch markers too, but I thought those were too cute to pass up. I had to get them. I have this rainbow, and the little yellow part hanging says joy. Those have 2 clouds there, and I only have 4 of those. And then we've got some lightning bolts. I thought these were so cool, you guys. The one here on the left is actually like a gold color, and this one is actually like a lime blue, lime green. Those are really, really cool. So I'm selling those in a set of 3. I have a couple sets of those. And then the last set I have for this little batch here are these really, really pretty hearts. I have this greenish blue color. I have a couple sets, I think 2 or 3 sets of each. I have this gorgeous lavender. I have this really pretty blue, and I have this beautiful pink. All right, you guys, so I have found these little adorable creatures. They came in like, there's 4 different little creatures. I put them in pairs. So I have this little bear, so cute. I have a couple of each of those. So I've got a little ladybug. I don't know what that guy is. You think he's a fox? I think he's a fox. And then there's a little tiny frog. So I have a couple of each of those. And then I found this yummy, delicious food that has no calories. So that's a set of 3. I have, I think, a couple of those. I've got these beautiful sunflowers. I have at least 2 or 3 sets of those. I've got these, I'm gonna call them seashells, but I know they're called a conch, C-O-N-C-H. So I've got these striped ones, and then I've got this set of pastels. I love those. Those are so pretty. And then I'm all about the bling. I found these blingy things. I have a couple sets of these. So there's like an aqua, like an iridescent and a purple in there. I love those. And then I found Bambi. Oh my gosh. So the Bambi actually isn't in there, but there's a butterfly and a thumper and a couple other little things that are Bambi related. So I have 2 sets of those. And then I found some dinosaurs. I have 2 sets of those. I love them because they're so blingy and they're dinosaurs. I have clouds. So I think what I'm gonna do, if you guys are looking for those rainbows, I'm gonna put the clouds with rainbows and these clouds and the lightning bolts in the same listing. So I think I'll call it like, I don't know, rainbows, clouds, and lightning bolts. I don't know, you'll have to search for those. Look for rainbows and you'll probably find all 3 of the lightning bolts and these clouds too. Oh, and by the way, that little character from Pokemon was not actually Char whatever. His name was Charmander. So if you were looking for that guy, you guys are all probably screaming at me. It's Charmander. That's what that one is called. Okay, so then I have some mushrooms, and I only have 1 of each of these colors. So I have a set of red, a set of like light pink, gray, yellow, like a beigey, and like this mossy green color. Then I have these awesome cacti, and I've had these before, but I wasn't able to get 2 of each. Now I was finally able to get 2 of each. So I only have 1 set of each of these. So there's these plain gold, there's these ones with the red on the bottom, there's green and blue, there's this green one. I don't know how, I might just label them with numbers so you guys can figure out which ones they are. But again, I only have 1 set of each of those. And I have this set right here. And then I found these adorable ladybugs, and they have a little leaf with them. And I only have 1 of each of these colors as well. So look for a listing called ladybugs. So I have a yellow, a light green, like a darker blue, lighter blue, orange, and red. And then I found these really cool looking owls. I don't know if you guys can see them. They look like they're weathered. We're gonna have to figure out how to think. Those will be called gold. These will be called like bronze, orange, purple. Those are probably gonna be called green. I know it's kind of hard to see them. And those will be called blue. And the last one I have for this little set is these iridescent turtles. Oh my gosh, I just love them. All right, guys, here is the last batch before I show you the Christmas stitch markers or holiday stitch markers. Also wanted to remind you, if you could double check your address when you are checking out, make sure you have the correct address. That's true for not just my Etsy shop, but any Etsy shop. I've had a couple people where they put in the wrong address and then the package got lost. So make sure you double check your address. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is to let me know if you have any issues with your order. If you can't give me 5 stars on the review that they ask you to do, please send me a message instead of giving me a bad review. I've been a Etsy star seller, I think, for almost a year now, and I'd really like to keep that status. It does help me with sales, not only for, you know, customers that visit my shop regularly, but some who don't visit my shop. They'll see that I'm 5-star and hopefully want to purchase something from my Etsy shop. So if you can't give me 5 stars, let me know and we'll see if we can rectify the situation. All right, so here, like I said, is the last batch. These are all, I call my blingy ones. I love these. They're so pretty. I like to use these on my projects just because they're so pretty to look at. So these are like little glittery disco balls. I have a couple sets. So all the ones that I'm going to show you, I have a couple sets of each one at least. Okay, so there's the glittery disco balls. There's these green gems. I don't know what to call them. They're like squares, but they're see-through. They're really, really cool. I have these blue drops, and then I have green drops. They're just so pretty. And then I have these. I love those as well. Now keep in mind, not all of them are the exact same pattern. They do vary. I have these discs, these like blue marbleized discs. I have these squares. Oh my God, I'm madly in love with those. And then look at these green circles, little marbles. I love those. If you like the color blue, just plain blue. I've got these little flowery balls. I don't have flowery balls, but here's flower balls. And then here are some other really pretty gems. They're like blue with pink flowers. I absolutely love them. All right, you guys, so this set of stitch markers that I'm going to show you now is actually left over from last Christmas. So I'm not sure how I'm going to label them. I'm probably just going to get new listings out for these. So look for anything titled Christmas or Holiday. That's what will be in the title. And I think quite a few of all of these except for like one or two. So go ahead and check the listings for these. So I have these awesome Christmas lights. I love these pretty lights. So there's yellow and blue, green, and red. And honestly, my favorite one from last year is this one. I don't know if you guys know what movie that's from. If you do, put a message in the comment section, but this is my absolute favorite Christmas movie of all times. I have a few of those. I have a set here that has 2 Christmas trees, a sleigh, and a reindeer. I have a couple of those. I think there's only one of these. It's a Santa hat in a tree. And I think there's only one of these. It says Merry Christmas. Then I have some jingle bells. So these actually make noise like a jingle bell. So there's silver, little gold ones, little red ones, and little green ones. And then I have some Christmas lights that are a little bit different than the first ones you saw. So those have gold around them. There's light green, there's blue, red, and clear. And then I have more jingle bells. Those will all probably be in the same listing. So just look for a jingle bell listing. There's gold and green, green and gold. And then there's these extra large ones. Oh my God, they're so cool. Okay, and then I have some snowmen, some crystal snowmen. I think there's at least one of each of these. So there's red, there's green, and there's clear. I have some silver bells, some other bells that are green and red, and these are mostly red. And then the funny thing is I had these from last year and I don't think I realized it, and I got more. So you'll see this in the second batch. You'll see these exact same peppermints in the second batch, and you'll see those in the second batch too. I'm just not sure what the beads look like. We'll have to check that out. All right, you guys, so I did forget to mention, I think I decided that all of those gems and drops and pretty baubles, those are all gonna be in one listing. So I think it'll be listed under gems and drops. If you guys wanted to find those, they'll all be under there. And I think I've decided to do the Christmas holiday ones in bulk listings as well. So like this is a set of 6 and there was a silver set. So those 2 will be in one. And then I'll have like all the peppermints in one. I'll have all the snowmen in one. I'll have, I'm trying to think what else. All the lights will be in one. All the bells will be in one. So again, just type in holiday or Christmas and all of those should come up. And you'll see some sets here that I only have one of, and those will be in one general listing as well. Okay, so this is the last set of Christmas. So I have this beautiful set of gold. I don't know what they are. There's a Christmas tree, holly, snowflake, reindeer, snowman, and I don't know what that last one is. I can't see it from here. But this is a set of 6. I think they're so pretty. Some of them have green gems on them and some of them have red. I have, I think, 2 of those sets. Then we have some really adorable snowmen. So the snowman that you see here will be in the same listing as the snowmen you saw in the last batch. And then we have some tassels. So there's green and they have little jingle bells on them, and red. I have a couple of those. I have quite a few of these little silver snowflakes and little silver penguins. And then just like I suspected, this is the same peppermint from the last batch, but I will put them all in the same listing. And then there's some really pretty gold peppermints. And then here are the multicolored peppermints. Now these are new this year. I found these little bows that you would put on wraps, Christmas gifts. So there's red, green, and gold. And then the rest of these that I'm going to show you, I only have one of each of these. So there's angels, there's a Christmas presents, the snowman, there's a Christmas sweater. Wait, it gets better. Look at this one. I mean, they're so cute. And then this one's the best one. It's got reindeer. It's got a little nose on it. It's so cute. And then here is a golden reindeer. That's really cool. We have a holly with the jingle bell. We have a golden snowflake. We have a candy cane. And then we have stockings. So I hope you guys enjoy this update. Again, keep an eye out for next year. I'm going to have probably a special on some of the listings that only have one left in there, just so we can kind of whittle down the number of listings that we have. But again, if you have any questions, let me know. Please leave a comment on what your favorite stitch marker was. Remember, if you can't purchase, it's no big deal. Just go and favorite the shop and favorite a few items. It just helps my shop get known out there, and that way other people know that I'm out here with these stitch markers. So that is it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you later. Bye.